Hi everyone, it's Renee at the library, and we've been doing a bunch of Maine history materials, like exploring facets of Maine history that you may not know much about. We've been doing some Acadian stuff, and this week I wanted to show you Wabanaki histories from their own voices, which I think is really important, and we have some great resources to share. So I'm going to share my screen. So this is the Abbey Museum up in Bar Harbor, and they have a nice portal to the Wabanaki Nations in Maine. So if we go to abbeymuseum.org, go to education, and then go to the Wabanaki Nations, that will bring you to this portal page where they have some nice background information and then links to each of the Wabanaki Nation's own websites. And at each site, you can learn about each nation's history. And each one is a little different, and they are all really fascinating. So I'm just going to briefly show you the locations for materials in each site so that you can go in there and explore and learn. So first is the Aroostook Band of Micmacs, and when you click on their site, they have a nice history right on the front page that you can read, and then if you go on the side here, there's a link to their museum. And there's information here as well as this Native Cultural Awareness brochure, which you can download and read. And that's got some information on Micmac cultural history. And so now I've gone back to the Abbey. And so here is the Holton Band of Maliseets. And you click on their site, and they have a few places. They have history information on the front as well. And then on the sidebar, I found that let's see, Native Crafts here will show you some art, which is really beautiful. And then down here, Education and Language will bring you through to a Maliseet dictionary, which is really great. And you will also link to that same dictionary from the Passamaquoddy pages. So, but I feel like the real treasure here at the Maliseet Nation is the, if you go here to Natural Resources, and this brings you to their Natural Resources page. And up here at their resources is their newsletter archive. And if you go there, you can access all of their newsletters. And these natural resource newsletters are a treasure. They're full of stories and words, language, dictionaries, and puzzles, and all kinds of information. And they go back to 2000. So they've got 20 years of these newsletters on here that you can access and read and learn from. So I highly recommend visiting that, and that's the Holton Band of Maliseets. Natural Resources. And then next, we've got the Passamaquoddy Tribes at Sabawcook and Sabawcook. And I learned how to pronounce those right at their sites because they have amazing language learning at both of these sites. So you can really explore the spoken language of the Wabanaki Nations, which is really amazing. So at the Passamaquoddy at Sabawcook, if you visit here at Our People, and they've got culture and history, They've got a digitized copy of the Treaty of 1794, the dictionary, as I said before, and the land. So the dictionary, this will bring you here to the Passamaquoddy Maliseet language portal. And this is where you can search pronunciation guide. They've got downloads, the dictionary itself. For each word, you can click on a word and it will show you how to pronounce. So it's really amazing resource, and that's at the Passamaquoddy as well as at the Maliseet. And this is the Passamaquoddy tribe at Sabawcook. And when you click here, if you go here to programs and services, see on the side you've got arts and crafts, which will show you arts, which are beautiful, and history and stories has tons of links to history and story, language again, and then stolen land. I mean, as well as everything else on here, but those are really some highlights that you can come in and kind of jump right in and learn about Sabawcook, Passamaquoddy from their own point of view. And finally is the Penobscot Nation. And when you go into the Penobscot Nation, if you go to Departments, Cultural and Historic Preservation, and go to the Penobscot Nation Museum, and that will bring you here to information about their museum. And then over on the side, they've got Penobscot Culture Link. If you click on that, this gives you this other site with language, the dictionary again, historic preservation info, the visitor center. But on the language resources, if you come over here to language lessons, you've got Carol's Corner, which is a whole site full of family language, parents, grandparents, things to say to a child, things to say to a guest. And each one it's got the word, it's got how to pronounce it, phrases. It's amazing. Like, it's just so incredible. And then this is Wabanaki. And I learned how to say that right here by looking up the word and listening to the pronunciation. It's an incredible language and incredible history. And it's all right there to learn about and experience. And I hope you will take the time to visit it. While you're at home, maybe learn some Wabanaki languages and learn about the Wabanaki nations. We share our state, they share their state with us, and enjoy the resource. Again, it's abbeymuseum.org. Go to education and then Wabanaki Nations, and that will bring you right to all of those sites where you can explore and learn. And I will put all of these links in the profile at Instagram, directly in Facebook, and at MacArthurArchives.org. Have a great weekend. Happy exploring, happy learning.